Want to get up and give the man in the corner?
I kind of do, actually.
Everybody, Chris is getting up and giving TJ a hug. He's lighting candles. He needs a hug. Ladies and gentlemen, you got your blenders on, though, huh? You got your Prime blenders on?
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay.
You got your Prime blenders on over there?
I got the blenders on. It's a dark day here over in the corner, Rich.
I think that's what we're here to talk about. Everybody, listen.
Baby.
Hold on a second. Thank you. Everybody knows here, I love being right. Oh, gosh, do I love being right. I love being right. And this entire time,
you were saying it.
I was saying, this whole Micah Jerry stuff is part of a negotiation. We had Michael Irvin on yesterday. He said, it's part of a negotiation. I'm like, yes, you're right, Michael. It's part of a negotiation. This whole business, this hold-in, this trade demand, this Jerry Jones tour of saying weird stuff that makes no sense. That, by the way, ironically, started with Jerry telling everybody at the outset of training camp in Oxford, now California, to tell Cowboys fans, you can sleep fine. Mm-hmm. And I thought, all part of a negotiation. And I'm saying here, to start this program, my bad. I was wrong.
You promised.
I don't like saying that.
Mm-hmm. You promised.
I don't like saying it.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
And the reason why I was saying it is because why would one trade a 26-year-old top-flight pass rusher? And that is maybe even understating how good Micah Parsons is at his job. And you don't trade those guys on the outset of a season for draft considerations. Now, the Dallas Cowboys did get a player back in a trade. His name is Kenny Clark, and he is a 3-time Pro Bowler, and he plays a position that the Dallas Cowboys are in desperate need of fixing.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle, middle of that defensive line, stopping the run. It's been a problem. I did not see a trade of Micah Parsons coming. I didn't see it coming within the conference. Didn't see that. Didn't see it to, wait for it, the team that of Micah's tenure, I'll say it, effed up the Cowboys maybe more than any other team.
They eat our lunch.
I'm not just saying that just once, but I'm talking about the way that they beat the Cowboys a couple of years ago to one and done 'em, as Jordan Love began to come into his own and clearly make it obvious to everybody that he was talented enough to trade up for in the first round and antagonize Aaron Rodgers and make him wait while Aaron Rodgers was done with his job in Green Bay. Made sense. Just absolutely screwed up the Cowboys in a way that we're here now. Unbelievably, they traded Micah to Green Bay, and Green Bay gave him a contract total that is, wait for it, $48 million more than Jerry paid for the Cowboys when he acquired him. That's how much this contract is worth, or he can get up to. Proving the point, at $47.1 million per year. Proves the point why you have an agent and why you let an agent handle a negotiation. And oddly enough, we'll find out. Tom Pelissero is joining us in the middle of this program. Oddly enough, I don't know if Ed Policy, the new man atop the float chart in Green Bay, or Gutekunst, personally negotiated it with Micah first and then got pissed when Micah said, talk to my agent. Don't know if that happened in Green Bay. So you don't trade top-flight pass rushers for defensive tackles. You don't trade 26-year-olds for 30-year-olds. I mean, that's pretty much the way things work in the NFL. And you don't do it at the outset of a season because the draft considerations you're getting, 2 firsts, you can't cash till next April and the April after that. And the first draft choice you get in the deal if you do it before draft, you know exactly where that draft choice is. I mean, the Cowboys, you have to hope against hope, that at best, these Packer picks will be in the late teens of a first round.
They won't.
They won't be top 10. That's not going to happen. Not with Micah Parsons sacking people. So we all knew once this happened, despite how talented Kenny Clark is, and despite how poor the Cowboys have been at filling that hole that Kenny Clark fills, that when Jerry Jones stepped to a microphone with Stephen Jones next to him on Thursday after the trade, that it would be for this salesman, right? Jerry Jones, the football equivalent of ice in winter. And it didn't really help matters first that Jerry Jones was all pie in the sky about Kenny Clark's arrival, because this now helps the Cowboys stop the run.
But the facts are, specifically, we need to stop the run. And we haven't been able to stop the run at key times for several years. And when you have the kind of extraordinary pass rush that Michael had, then the way to mitigate that pass rush is to run at you. If the pass rush doesn't get you ahead pretty big time, and you're playing even or behind, then you've really got a problem in stopping the run.
And the other part that people are talking about that soundbite was the one of many times that Jerry referred to Micah as Michael. And I'm wondering if it's our buddy Irvin. He was, conflating, obviously. He knew he was talking about Micah, but he kept saying Michael over again. One time, Stephen even had to correct him, which didn't help matters. And obviously, if you stop the run and you create 3rd and 8 and you can't sack the passer, and it's now a fresh set of downs on 3rd and 8, that's the problem. That you can listen. I know they've had trouble stopping the run, but at the expense of trading away Micah Parsons. Now, I don't know how many times we say this on the show, so we'll repeat it again for those who may somehow be new here. There's always an iceberg in the National Football League. We only see the tip. And there has been an absolute obliteration of trust between the Cowboys and Micah Parsons that caused the Cowboys to sit down and say, there's going to be an addition by subtraction here. Because it's a massive subtraction. You got to look past, again, everything I just said. You don't trade defensive ends for defensive tackles, because it's much easier to dominate a game from the defensive end position than the defensive tackle position. Again, you can name multiple big-time pass rushers in this league. But the people that can affect the game the same way from the middle of the defensive line, that's a much smaller subset. The Giants have one. The Rams used to have one. The Chiefs have one. Boy, do they ever. Just to name a few, okay, of teams, from Dexter Jackson to formerly Aaron Donald to Chris Jones. So it's tough to figure this thing out unless there's something to the whole business of the Cowboys had grown tired of Micah Parsons.